According to the American Transplant Foundation's online article about the facts and myths of organ donating, the lack of organ donors in the world is causing 22 people to die each and every day just because they are waiting for an organ to be donated to them. This is a crazy high number that could literally be dropped all the way down to zero if everybody was an organ donor. By spreading awareness, offering incentives, or even by making it a mandatory thing, the percentage of the population that are organ donors would greatly increase. What I think should be the first step to getting more people to become organ donors is simply spreading awareness about how big of a problem it actually is. If people knew how many lives they could save and improve, they would probably reconsider their decision. There are many ways to get your thoughts heard in today's society because of technology, and I believe one of the best ways to spread awareness about the lack of organ donors would be to just use the internet. From my personal experience with social media such as Twitter, Facebook, maybe even Instagram, there are random ads on the page, and so many people worldwide see these ads. I see many ads every single day, and there is no avoiding it. They are on the websites no matter what, and you can't turn them off in settings or anything like that. If some of these ads were ads about the benefits of organ donating, so many people would see them and possibly become organ donors just because of these ads. Another good way to spread awareness is billboard or newspaper ads. Not everyone has access to the internet, but a lot of people have access to a newspaper and billboards. If some people drove by the same billboard about becoming an organ donor on the way to work over and over again, day in and day out, maybe they would actually think about it and actually become one. Another way to spread awareness could be when you choose for the first time whether or not you want to become an organ donor, that someone explains in detail how important it really is and how many people they could actually help. If people were more educated on the subject, it would really open people's minds and help them realize how important it is to become an organ donor. If awareness spreads and the amount of organ donors doesn't increase by very much, I believe the next step would be to offer incentives. Even a small incentive, such as getting paid $10 to $20 at sign up, would be more than enough probably to get people to sign up. They would think, hey, why not? It's a free $20. The money paid to people to get them to become organ donors at that time would be well worth it, considering how many lives would be saved and improved. And I guarantee the percentage of the population of organ donors would increase by a considerable amount with just this incentive alone. But if that didn't work, another incentive that could be used to get more people to become organ donors would be to offer cheaper prices on medical insurance. Today's world, medical insurance can be very, very expensive, and some people can't even afford it. According to eHealth's online article on medical insurance, the average medical insurance price for one person is $321 per month. That is just crazy. If the price of medical insurance for organ donors was slightly reduced, more people would probably be organ donors to just save money. I believe this would be a great way to get more people to become an organ donor, along with the $10 to $20 incentive at sign-up. Lastly, and easily the best way to get more people to become organ donors is to make it a mandatory thing for all people who have healthy organs when they die. If it was mandatory, then there would be an abundance of organs and nobody would ever die while waiting for an organ transplant. The amount of lives that would be saved would be 22 people per day. That may not seem like a lot, but that adds up to be a huge number over time. The need for more organ donors is so great that doing this doesn't even seem that far out of the picture. I wouldn't be upset if this ever happened and governments had to do it. However, it probably will never happen because of various religious beliefs throughout the country. This would easily be the best way, and I think that it should be mandatory. In conclusion, by spreading awareness of the fact that there is a need for organ donors, offering incentives, or by making it a mandatory thing, many lives would be saved and improved. And if that isn't enough of a reason to start taking action on this problem, then I don't know what